Once again, calling Mr. Banu Prakash, sir, UBS Bank. Welcome. Mr. Banu Prakash, we are happy to give a token of presentation for the lucky winner. Here you are. There. Are they come? Good evening. Now we have come to the third session of the technical session. Today, going beyond, may I call Sri Dayananda Birader, Vice President Finance, HR Director, Makino India Private Limited. Mr. Ullas Kamath, founder UK&Co. Mr. Sivaram, Kuppachi, founder CEO, Zamstars. Dr. Nagahanumaiah, Director, CMTI. May I ask the dignitaries to come on the stage. Hello, sir. Oh, thank you. Yeah, hearty welcome to all the dignitaries. May I request Sushima, our director, to take over the moderating the session. Over to you, Sushima.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Lokraj, for introducing the speakers. May I now request Sri M.G. Rajgopal sir to come on stage to welcome the guests with a bouquet. Thank you very much, Rajgopal sir. I know this being the last session, all of you must have been very tired, but I request each one of you to stay put. This is going to be a fantastic session because it takes us from a journey from where we are here today, to going beyond what we can do from here to reach the moon or even the Mars. Very warm welcome to all the panelists here. The session Going Beyond New Thinking, it's where we focus on reimagining how MSMEs can leapfrog challenges through innovation, collaboration and strategic branding. As MSMEs navigate rising competition and rapid change, Traditional playbooks are no longer enough. Today's session will spotlight fresh thinking from cost-effective marketing and digital outreach to value chain partnerships and anything else that help the MSMEs to go beyond from today. With this, I will briefly introduce all the panelists to the audience. I'll start with Mr. Dayananda Birader. Can I have the slide of Mr. Dayananda, please? Yeah, thank you. Mr. Dayananda Birader, hailing from Bijapur district, a commerce graduate and a cost and management accountant with All India rank, a postgraduate diploma holder in business management and a law graduate from Bombay University. He has worked as finance, HR, IT, manufacturing, ERP and legal professional. What a broad spectrum, sir. In a career spanning over 42 years, he has worked in various positions in the Indian, Swiss, European, Japanese and several other MNC companies. He retired as a CFO with responsibilities as Vice President Finance and whole-time director from a Japanese MNC. Held many positions as a Rotarian. We warmly welcome you to this session, sir. I request you to give us the opening address for the session. Thank you. I request the consul to put on his presentation, please.
Good evening to one and all. I am very happy to be here this evening, part of this session that is going beyond as a part of the All India MSME Conclave 2025. I will briefly speak about this subject. Next slide. Next slide. I just have 2 slides only. Briefly, as you all aware, right from the morning also I am hearing, MSMEs are the backbone of the Indian large industries. Minus the MSME, large industries may not be able to function very well, and they contribute almost 30% to the India's GDP and 50% to total exports, and almost 11-12 crore rupees, 12 crore employment. Of course, these numbers keep changing. This number belongs to the person who says so. Government of India considers MSME as a role most important to achieve industrial employment and GDP growth. In fact, recently in this last few years, Government of India has given a great stress on developing the MSME industries. But what is the going beyond? The MSME industries are stuck in a dogmatic management structure and systems. This is what they have to overcome. Though they have all the ingredients that are required to be successful industry or entrepreneur, they need to come out of this dogmatic management structures and systems. What is that? We will see in the next slide. Please, next slide. Yes, as areas for the growth, I have aligned 4 areas for the growth to transform the MSME industries, and there are 8 under each 2. There are 8 avenues of the focus areas where one industry, if they can focus on these subjects, probably they will be overcome with the dogmatic structure that they have. Firstly, this management is the first subject that I would like to address. The reason is, as once in seminar said, where is the bottleneck in an operational management? One manager complained he has a bottleneck. The seminar leader said, where is the bottleneck? He took the bottle, and where is the neck? It is in the top. And top is the place where there is a bottleneck is there, and that is the one which stops the flow of the water from the bottle. If you take out the cap, water flows, you can enjoy. So the meaning is that bottleneck is also the problem area, also the solution area. Therefore, a management in an organization is the key thing to give trouble to the organization of their own and also to solve the problems. So therefore, you need to restructure this management, because probably the management of MSMEs are usually the first generation entrepreneurs or partners, 2-3 people. Traditional way, in an informal way they have come together, and in a formal way they have started organization. They had their own beliefs on which they are running, and they are making profit. They are questioning themselves, why should we change? But that is where is the problem. Why are you making only so much profit? So therefore, you need to restructure your management organization with a trained manpower who can be able to see the future and take it forward. And next is the succession planning. Many of these MSME owners are entrepreneurs themselves, and they have a big succession planning. They don't know whom to hand over next. If you ask them, where is your son? They say he is in USA. Where is your daughter? She is in the UK. But then who is going to take over? But no, they have no answer. You should not, as an MSME, should not land in question of who is your successor. Well, at least 10 years ahead of your planned retirement, you should identify a successor. That is one of the important management restructuring that is required. Then what is next is the product. Whatever the product that you are making has made so much profit, but the product is not going to make so much profit in the future. So therefore, within the industry, you need to find a new product. You need to invent with your resources what new product you can make, what new customer segments you can find, what new applications of the same product can be found. And also you need to invest heavily in application engineering, which gives solutions to the industry requirement or your customer base. Next is the process. The third important avenue for the growth is the process. The process innovation. See, what have been following so far? The process has given you so much money. But if you continue to follow the same process, it will not give you even that much money, because already competitors have come in. So therefore, even to do the same job, a process innovation is required. You need to find a better way of doing the same product, and also superior methodologies. Which are the methodology which we can adopt to do the same product? For example, recently I found out one coconut opener, a new coconut opener. The coconut can be opened in the traditional way as well as the simple opener. This is an invention. So like this, we need to find better methodologies. So therefore, the process improvement also helps. Next is automation. Automation, without automation, very difficult to survive in this current organization system. Automation of procedures, automations of the business process, automation of administration. All the three are required to save time and cost. And this becomes a cost-benefit analysis. It will help you to earn a better margin. Enable quick data retrieval. In today's time, data is the key thing to succeed. If you have a data at your fingertips, you will be the first to win the order. For example, if some customer from distance who has seen your product advertisement and he calls you on the phone, you should be able to tell what is the product specification, what is the product price, what is the volume discount. All these things you should be able to tell quickly. It is all possible only you have a proper database, and data are collated and stored and analyzed in a manner that you require to reveal it to the customer. Then the business can be done. All this improvement in this the focus areas that I mentioned can bring you a cost-effective solution to the MSME, and this is the way forward. If we have been doing the things in the way that we have been doing, you will only earn the profit the way you have been earning, and they are all discounted for inflation. The real profit will be less. So we need to think beyond where we are in all these four aspects, at least, that is management, product, process, automation, to earn higher margin, give better employment, and increase your market size, not only domestic, local, and beyond. With this, I conclude my brief explanation on the topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing the 4 important buckets for sustainable business management, product, process and automation. Thank you very much, sir, for the brief. I now briefly introduce Mr. Ullas Kamath. He is the founder of UK&Co, a chartered accountant by profession, has completed his MCom, LLB, ACS. He is an alumni of London School of Economics, Wharton Business School, Harvard Business School. So see what talent we have here on the stage. As a former joint managing director, former joint managing director at Jyoti Labs, we all know how he has taken that family-run business into a multi-brand FMCG corporate. He currently serves as a director on the boards of various companies, including Unicommerce Solutions, Ace Vector, etc., etc. He is also a member of the Strategic Investment Committee of Invest Karnataka Forum, serves as a mentor for FKCCI, Karnataka State Council. Thank you very much for being here, sir. Over to you to brief the audience.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. MSME is very close to my heart, and whatever I am today is because of MSME. In India, we talk a lot about MSME, but very less we do about MSME. The kind of seminars, the kind of programs, the kind of discussions we have on MSME, very less output we see post the event. But I'm extremely happy FKCCI, the India Industrial Association and KASSIA put up such a wonderful show and beautifully organized show. All the units are there which you can go around, and all of them are wonderful people. They have great product. Some of them know how to sell, some of them they don't know how to sell. That is the biggest problem what we have. Most of the people have lot of energy, lot of passion, but they do not have sufficient talent to run the organization. Some people have come into the business by default because father was doing that business. Some people who are pushed into the business because they don't know anything else to do. So the topic is beautiful topic. What is that one has to do beyond what they are doing to go to the next level? And you have already heard Mr. Birader talking about his experience, how the things can be changed by management and product and automation and things like that. But one thing is very sure, the last 25 years for MSME and the next 25 years MSME, next 25 will be the toughest years undoubtedly. Last 25 years, somehow we have sailed along with the flow, but next 25 years will be very, very toughest. Why it is toughest is that any economy of our size, when I say economy of our size, we are about $4 trillion economy now, and $4 trillion economy, which we are now the 4th largest economy in the world. These are all the big highlights, but it does not in any which way help the MSME to make more profit, because the more you depend on somebody else, more profit is in somebody else's hands. Please understand, somebody's profit is somebody's income is somebody's expenditure, somebody's profit is somewhere notional loss. If somebody is making money out of you, it is because of your weakness, not because of your strength. So thinking beyond is, do not depend on other people for your business for rest of your life. You have done that for last 25 years, next 25 years, try to drive your business on your own. You may be supplying to many big corporations, doesn't matter, but go beyond just supplying to somebody. You need to be doing something on your own. That's the first thing. Second, you are always stuck in a comfort zone. Comfort zone is that you operate from the same factory with the same people, with the same vendors and the same customers, the same bank and the same advisors and same lawyers and same auditor. It's same in the factory, at home, everywhere. At home you cannot change, but factory, please change. If you want to deal with one bank, ask for 4 banks what they'll give you and select whichever the bank you want. Put the terms to the bank. Don't take the terms from the bank. If you are a good customer, bank will bend backwards. If you are a bad customer, you need to bend backwards. So understand whether you are a good customer or a bad customer. The second one, go beyond the comfort zone. Don't get stuck with Pinya, don't get stuck with Whitefield, don't try and get stuck with Hoskote. Entire country is open for you. Go to the place where others have not gone, chance of success is very, very high. Here, however you grow, people will see your growth based on your car, based on your house, based on the party what you do and where you host the party. But when you go to other place, they only see what you are able to deliver in your product, in your service and your quality. Whatever you do, they respect that and you get the price for that. Go beyond your comfort zone is the takeaway 2. Number 3, please have talent. You have talent that has capacity, instilled capacity, and one cannot exhibit the talent forever and ever and ever. So please hire young talent. They are expensive, but they are more committed than you. They want more money, give them, but they deliver more. And always talent goes where the talent is. So if you do not have the talent, difficult to hire the talent, but please hire the talent to hire the talent first. Money goes where money is. So have sufficient money in the bank before you go to the bank. Have sufficient money in the bank before you ask for the loan so that you will get at your terms. And like the way how you commit for electricity charges, you commit for salaries, for a banker, all you need is on the cutoff date, EMI, please pay the money every time, all the time, on the due date and see the way how your credit rating will go up. And you cannot buy that, you need to prove it. Lastly, country is growing, all of us we know. State is growing, all of us we know. You grow or don't grow, that is your problem. When the country is growing, chance of everybody growing is high. Karnataka is at 10% of India's growth story. Karnataka will written a report on $1 trillion economy. By 2032, Karnataka will be $1 trillion economy. Country will be $10 trillion economy. Country will be the 3rd largest economy in the world. But if you are stuck with your own product and problems and the people and the market and the receivables and the banker and the NPAs and paying here, giving there 90 days credit, 120 days credit, 150 days credit, take it on credit, give it on credit and live on credit and forever credit, that means you are not growing. So country is growing, state is growing, category is growing, industry is growing. If you are not growing, please sit quietly, not in the club, outside the club, apply your mind, think about it. Why is that everybody are growing, I am not growing? Then you don't need a panel discussion. You have the answer for yourself. You are not growing because of you and not because of anybody else. That means to say, as Birader said, change the top management. That means you retire, give the job to somebody else. They will do better job than you, 100% sure. Unemployment is all-time high. Karnataka produces 21 lakh graduates every year. Karnataka have 21 lakh graduates every year. No job. People are willing to take any job if you pay them well and they deliver the goods. So to that extent, go out of the comfort zone, raise the money, think out of the box and think quietly. Have people who will encourage you, who motivate you. Don't deal with the people who are already NPA. Chance of you also becoming NPA is very, very high. Don't negotiate with your vendors. Don't negotiate with your suppliers. Don't negotiate with your customer. Fixed price, reasonable profit, clear terms will take you to the next level. Export, China plus one policy. Please read it very carefully. You will get a lot of ideas when you go beyond India. And going beyond India is an investment, but returns are forever. And this is the time the world is looking alternative suppliers for India, for China, and India stands first in that queue. So please take the opportunity to go and see around the world. And when you go, do not mix your holidays
when you go for export promotion. Most of the people will go on foreign tour because of the holiday before, during and after the exposition. You will not go anywhere. And when you go for business, don't take the family along with you. Because if you take the family along with you, your interests and their interests are different. So you end up meeting their demands than the reason why you have gone. Go on a business trip, spend the money, get the business, come. Then when you make money, take the family abroad, not otherwise. Otherwise it becomes double expenditure and zero result. So with that, going beyond is going beyond comfort zone. Lot of things will fall in place. Thank you, madam, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Kamath, for taking us through what was it like for the last 25 years and what is it going to be like for the next 25 years. I like the phrase, you can't change your home, but you can change your business environment. Thank you very much for that. Moving on to the next speaker, Mr. Sivaram Kuppachi. A very interesting profession he is in. I would say very glamorous compared to all the other manufacturing or service. This is a very glamorous business of branding, strategy, marketing and sales solutions. I do know there is a lot of hard work in this, but for an outsider compared to shop floor, this looks very glamorous to me. With over 25 years of experience as a strategist and a business leader, he has a strong track record in new market developments and strategy implementation. He currently serves on the management board of TI Bengaluru and is an investor in several ventures, including Indus Buy, Science Adda and Dialogues. His prior experience includes leadership roles at UST Global as Director of Strategy and Services and Country Director for India, and at CalSoft Labs as Vice President for North Americas. He holds a PGDBA in Finance and Systems from ICFAI Business School and is a BE in Mechanical Engineering. Over to you, sir, to brief the audience.
Hello, Namaskara, I'm audible. Thanks ma'am, thanks esteemed panel, and thanks for FKCCI to give an opportunity to share my thoughts with you all. I think Mr. Kamath has summed up almost all my thoughts in terms of what, with his experience that he has got. I'll take the cue from where Mr. Kamath has left us to think beyond, which is how we have to change ourselves. And I'll take a cue from what ma'am has told about branding and services that we do is more glamorous than what is in shop floor. When I started my career, I was part of manufacturing industry. I'm a mechanical engineer, worked with L&T. That's where I started my career along with DLF in the power sector. Then learned finance, came into the business side of going and selling my employers' products and services across the globe, came back to India, and about 10-15 years back, when I started to interact with manufacturing industries, whether it is medium, small or large enterprises, one of the functions that I've seen is every company, as Mr. Kamath told, have a great product, have a great solution that they have, but somewhere they never have leveraged the three core functions for them to compete at the world level, which is the branding, marketing and sales enablement. So my intent about 12 years back to start my company is to make these three functions work seamlessly for the manufacturing industry, help them to go abroad, sell farther, as Mr. Kamath told that we are very same place, change the status quo, go look, express yourself in other parts of within the state or within the country is what my small venture was about 12 years back. One of the things that I'll just take about 3-4 minutes to say, a lot of my MSME companies today somehow have the apprehensions of that, why should we embrace AI? How can we embrace AI? What can AI do to us? Is it the right time to invest? It is expensive. In fact, friends, AI as most of them know today as artificial intelligence itself is actually a past. Today AI is not more in should I, we are all part of an AI world. The industry of AI from an artificial intelligence is moving towards what we call as augmented intelligence, which is what you as MSME bring, which is the human intelligence. How can we leverage the power of technology, apply our expertise, our skills, our learnings and wisdom that we have accumulated over last few years, decades in running these businesses, leverage generative AI as a great tool to brand our company, brand our product is very important, and a lot of MSME companies are not doing that. It's my personal experience working with them, interacting with them. They have a big inertia and when I talk to them they say that I'm not a big brand, so why should I market myself? I think Mr. Kamath agrees to it. There could be a bigger company and a smaller company based on the financials. They can't be a bigger brand. You are a brand. A brand is a brand. I think each MSME should feel that I am a brand. Use that brand to make a better company, bigger company based on your revenues and profit. But the belief that I am a brand is so important. And to do that, today we have the power of technology. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to design. I don't know how to express. I had a privilege of walking through the stalls. Great work done by FKCCI to give a platform for them to exhibit their products. I think they can go back and, taking cue from our first panel member, the process that I will pledge to invest an hour of my time a day on generative AI. Apply my intelligence I have garnered over decades, leverage technology, contribute to my brand. I think we are all as MSMEs are contributing to our top line, contributing to our bottom line by implementing great processes, but somewhere we are not investing time for the brand that we are, and that's what we need to do to take us from where we are, following the points given by Mr. Kamath, changing the status quo, changing the place where I want to operate my business and exploring outside my city, outside my cluster, outside my state and outside our country. That's my opening remark. Look forward for interesting questions from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving a brief on why you should embrace AI. From a simple tool to the agentic AIs we are talking about, why is it so necessary in these days? And also why branding is important, because we often see that down south in the Deccan Plateau, we always underplay our achievements. It's important that we showcase who we are, what we have done so far. Thank you very much for throwing light on that. Moving on to the next distinguished speaker, Dr. Nagahanumaiah, Director of CMTI. He is a highly accomplished scientist with over 30 years of experience in manufacturing, research and leadership, holding a PhD from IIT Bombay. He has, as Director of CMTI, he has provided transformative leadership, initiating technology, marketing and incubation, which elevated the TRL of 65 potential technologies. Under his dynamic guidance, CMTI today has secured 20 patents, copyrights and design registrations, obtained trademarks for 4 products and supplied 34 advanced machines and products to client. Thank you very much for being here, sir. Request you to brief the audience.
Can I have slide? Good evening. Thanks to the organizer for having me here. I am not the businessman. I am basically a scientist coming from research establishment. What I try to do is that if we look at technology development, because technology is an essential component of any business, what are the opportunity and what CM Tech is doing in this business. If you look at the manufacturing, there are three basic components. If you have a product design, to make raw material into a product, there is a process, machine and the place where this has to be operated. That is what your industry. Now the driver is, I think we are all talking about Make in India, but to me Make in India should not be a target. If not made in India, let us focus on originated in India. I think this is where Indian manufacturer lacks a lot. We as an Indian, we collectively failed to create brand India. We don't have any product or the technology which is globally impact making. That is where I think we need to focus. If really wanted to have India in 2047 as a Viksit Bharat, that only comes when we enjoy the domestic IP, when we create domestic IP. Next slide. And this comes with only with the collective efforts. It is not that the problem is whose responsibility. Technology development is the government's responsibility or the scientist's responsibility or academia or industry. I think still we have not found an answer as a country. We always say, yes, we always find a reason why we did not do because of X or Y. But manufacturing house, basically no matter whether you make a water bottle, spacecraft or the big machine, one has to solve the challenges that I call it as the 4P challenges, that is challenges related to product, that is product design, then the process, then the people and the production. I think all these four components are important. We being a national lab try to address these challenges in our chosen area. We try to find the solutions. Over 64 years, this is our 65th years, we have developed more than 500 solutions. Unlike many R&D establishment, our solutions reach to the industry. Next. This is just to remember, you remember the pictures. The details are available in our web page. Otherwise, we are happy to discuss if you meet us. We CMT build the machines, not the prototype, the machines that are ready to deploy. Next. We also have a fortunate to have a lab. Lab is well equipped. There are 10 laboratories on a chosen area. We provide services to industry, close to 3,500 service we offer annually. And in addition to that, we also conduct training programs. We have a training, we won't offer any academic degree programs, but we train the practicing engineers like you. If you want to train your engineers or your staff, or even how to operate a lathe. So starting from there to the technology like AI, generative AI, whatever I think previous speakers spoke. The next. These are like just to remember the pictures. I will not get into any details. You look at that. Annually CMT build about 10 new machines. These machines are not engineered in the country yet. That is what our USP. We build almost 8 to 10 machines, and all these machines developed last 4 or 5 years. About 40 machines, new machines we developed and we supply to the customers. Next. So we also have into smart manufacturing, industry 4. If any of you looking at converting your factory or having a legacy machine into a smart machine, we have our own solution. We have a solution which could be implemented, in fact implemented to a MSME which has only 4 machines, and we implemented to a company, big company, leading automotive. I don't know if it is allowed, Toyota we implemented industry 4 solutions. Even now we are implementing a solutions like defense PSU like BEL. So we have a solutions, and these solutions are not integrated from the imported, but these are all solutions developed locally. If you don't want to do anything, you give us a machine, pay us 4,500 rupees, and we will give you 1 year trend of this, your machine. What you do with that trend, it is yours, because I am not the person. You can go back to your experts and advisors, so he will guide you what to do with this. I think that is the kind of low cost solutions are available. We will be happy to discuss with you. Next slide. Next, this is just sample we connected to the industry and the stakeholders. Next. And some of the technology, we have about right now 70 technology. If any startups or MSME or the big company wanted to diversify or get into the new product line, so kindly discuss. We have a different model, so don't pay us today. So that is not like, okay, technology has to be purchased. Yes, I have a technology which is costing few crores. Also I have a technology costing few thousand rupees. But in both the cases, no need to pay as a down payment. You take the technology, we will make a product in your brand name. Once you reach the commercial market, then you decide whether you want it to continue with this, then pay us the license fee. Next. So these are few the other samples. I'm just pictures. You just move on slides. And we are also connected to the industry. I think this is where I think I will take a minute. Government of India, I'm sure these schemes must be there in the government of Karnataka too. There are a lot of schemes are there. Of course, the participation, if I look at least in our capital goods sector, the participation of MSME from Karnataka or even South India is very poor. Maybe Delhi bahut dur hai. That may be the reason. In our ministry, Ministry of Heavy Industry, the current minister is the ex-CM of Karnataka. Our HDK sir, Kumaraswamy is our minister. We have a scheme called Capital Goods Scheme. This is to promote
buckets for business sustenance. From the marketing point of view, especially for MSMEs, we have noticed that they have limited marketing budgets, and what unconventional yet proven methods have you seen in your experiences for MSMEs can use to connect the customers and create a market presence without heavy spends?
Yeah, your low marketing budget area, your customers are your best marketing people. In the low marketing budget companies, customers are the best endorser of your product. My point is, before marketing, make a product which doesn't fail at the first use. That is called first time correct. Even in engineering they call it first time correct. So once you follow the first time correct, a customer gets impressed and he can canvas for your product without you even requesting it. So this is one area I can see and I have experienced that without going for a big marketing budget, you can still expand your market.
So given the fact that they have fixed all of these, like their product is, their GTM strategy is correct, how else to scale up? What else can you think of?
Yeah, though I am a novice of marketing because I don't have much knowledge on the marketing, but how you can scale up your sales is, firstly, the overall effective cost of the product you must bring down. India is a price sensitive market. If the cost of product is much less and competitive to other competitors, I am sure you can expand your sales base. Nobody in the current situation, nobody will give you a cost plus profit. It is sales minus cost is your profit. So the focus has to be on the cost. Cost, what cost? Cost per unit. You can bring down the cost per unit only if you can increase the production base and ensure zero underutilized capacity. Because the capacity costs are quite high. Whether you run a small industry or a big. I think that is one way of reaching to the larger market by producing more units of the same at the same time selling at a lower level, lower cost. Thank you.
So India being a price sensitive market, you say your play should be reduce cost of the product. We talk about digital marketing, and there is no way we can shy away from these things now because it's a necessity. You need to be right in the middle of it. MSMEs are, however, unsure of how to measure the ROI in digital marketing. What are the KPIs and what should we be tracking when they budget themselves for this entire marketing, specifically in the digital marketing space?
Good question. I think before an MSME attempts to look at an ROI or defining the metrics, I think it's important for them to make this as an hygiene. Today there's a huge inertia for MSMEs not even attempting and using I don't measure an ROI as a mechanism to not attempting to make it as an hygiene. I think the key important element is that, as I was telling, can they promise to themselves that I will invest 30 minutes to 1 hour of my time in a day as a principal founder of an MSME to learn new technologies, leverage generative AI, which is all free, which means there is no ROI needed for you. What ROI needed for you is the 30 minutes to 1 hour of your time that you want to spend. If that promise they can make to themselves, that itself is a huge change for them to make the first step into digital marketing. Now, companies who have a structured setup of digital marketing and they're investing money both in terms of people's time, whom they are either employing within the organization or engaging agencies outside, and spending money on media to promote their product, to make their brand aware. There are metrics, but the metrics are not always directly related to how much sale I'm going to get. Marketing is a function of making the audiences be aware of your brand. Which goes back to the previous one, every MSME is a brand, right? There's no big or small. So if they are able to make an ROI metrics that, let's take example of LinkedIn as a platform. I may start today 0. In 30 days time, can I have 100 active followers on my platform? Now, one is getting the followers. Second thing is that you I heard in the previous sessions, some audience said, I have 40 years experience, I have 30 years experience. Go and write that as an article, publish it on the LinkedIn, share your wisdom, share your experiences to the people. You're establishing as a brand by yourself, right? And that gains more followers. Mr. Ram Sheshu was telling about your experience to me, about what business you run. I want to take that as an example to quote. I had a privilege to meet a veteran in the industry that you serve, Mr. N. Prakash. I met him about 14 years back. He said, I can't be on social platform. I'm not used to social platform. I said, sir, try it. So I worked with him for about a year. Today he's one of the stalwarts in LinkedIn on social platform, LinkedIn and Facebook, because today he's able to impart his experiences to thousands of people on the platform, which you couldn't do if he was not on the platform. I think that's the first measure followers. Then next look at the engagement. Once you have a followers but you're not engaging them, so engagement rate is another metrics. Third one is if you're spending money to generate leads, then there are metrics called what is the cost to acquisition. So there are multiple metrics there, but the fundamental metric is get into hygiene. That would be my point.
Thank you very much, sir. So you're saying it is imperative that we all do, we are all present on social media and put out content there so the reach is larger.
Yes.
Begin there, and metrics is something you can worry about later.
Yes, there are tools available for you to structure metrics. There are science behind it.
Right.
You'll learn that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Moving on to the doctor, we did see what all CMTI has to offer to the MSME sector. Now, most of us don't know what is happening behind the scenes there, right? There's so much that we can tap from this organization. What are the awareness programs, or as a MSME, how do I start the conversation with CMTI? How do I get there? So it's a very basic question, but I think it's important for this audience because it's very important to connect with organizations like you and enhance, there is enhancement possible in every aspect of their business. So how do I reach out to you? Are there training programs? Are there awareness programs? How do I reach out to you, sir?
I fully agree, of course. We are not the marketing people. We are not good in market. I fully accept. But at the same time, yes, we are technology developer. Currently, our customer segment, if you look at, our customer segments are little larger, and where the technology was denied, that is how basically people reach to us. But if you look at MSME, I'm serving 750 customers on average every year. 750 individual industries, and 58% of this 750 industries are MSMEs. But where this is only limited to testing service, I call it as a TIC services, testing, inspection and calibration services. But if you look at the technology development problems, still MSMEs are not approaching us. Reason would be MSME, because of cash crisis or because they are serving as a supply chain to OEMs, often they get a technology as an instruction, right? You follow, make it like this and supply it. Sometimes it so happened, even now that digital technology enables sitting elsewhere, the equipments, machinery being all set, and you just load the material and unload the material. That is where we CMT cannot do it. Otherwise, CMTI is easy. You can, everybody can visit. There is no restrictions on this. And at the same time, I will give you one example why either is maybe my mistake or MSME mistake. We, in Government of India, in our ministry, we created a technology innovation platform. It's an open technology innovation platform. So why objective behind this? Say for example, MSME sitting in Pina is doing a shop. If you look at individual owner, promoted by mostly individual owner or two friends, they are everything. He himself is a marketing manager, he himself is an operator and also maintenance engineer, and he is a sales manager too. If he wants to look at that, he is always looking for a ready-made technology, that definitely he does. But if not, then if he comes to people like us or people like IITs or similar organizations, many times they find that is not affordable. Then what you do is he cannot recruit an engineer, or he cannot recruit an intellectual or expert and develop the technology, because even he can recruit for one job, there is no second job for him to feed him.
Right.
So now to solve this problem, there is the platforms are there. So we are not quite successful. I don't know why. Defining a problem is the major challenge. People don't want to define their problem in the open platform. So these platforms, I have a platform called Drishti. So if anybody can log in, drishti.cmti.test.in. You register as a problem owner or problem solver. There are 7 challenges hosted, 578 today our users registered there. 7 challenges did not find a solution. 7 challenges did not find a solution. At the same time, last 4 years, I could be able to reach only to 7 problems. So I think this is where it is there, that the opportunities are there. But at the same time, this platform enables to connect to students. So this platform acts as a marriage bureau. You define a problem, there is somebody individual can offer a service,
Sure.
and you connect it, no need to pay anything to CMT
Right.
or to Government of India.
Yeah.
I think there are some platforms, CMT, but otherwise there are 6 such platforms across India.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing that with us. One last question to the entire panel I have. In these days of tariffs and trade wars, in each of your domain of expertise, just one quick one-liner. How do you think MSMEs should react to this?
It's a big problem. I think they don't have to do any knee-jerk decision. Government of India is looking into it. A lot of bilateral trade agreements are happening. It's a big problem. It's a nation's problem, and MSMEs should focus on their business at this point in time. And if it affects the entire country, and it will be manageable, is what I can say, because government is doing a lot of things in bilateral trade agreements with many countries, including US.
Anybody else has any thoughts on the same?
I think completely agree with Kamath. I think what MSME can do is be aware. Read, be aware than just hearing. I like his point that can you spend time outside the clubs. I think go to the depth of the problem, understand, be aware, and be ready for the government to do the right things for the...
Sir?
Taxes are certain. Like Winston Churchill said, tax and death both are certain. So we need not overly worry about the tax and tariff of our country or any other country which are not in the control of the MSME. But MSME must design its operating system, method of operating their business in such a way that they cover from all tax burdens properly with a proper accounting system and pricing system. Let them not overly worry about the different countries or including our country's taxation system. That's all from my side.
Thank you, sir.
I think it is the right time. If we focus on domestic technology, I think let us be impose tariff.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we've come to the end of the session. I thank all the panelists for going beyond the usual and sharing transformative ideas with such clarity and conviction. Today's discussion made it clear that the next level of MSME growth will not be from working harder, but from thinking differently. Thank you very much, all the panelists. Thank you very much. May I now call, may I now call Uma Reddy ma'am to hand over the mementos to the panelists, please.
Great job.
Uma, can you please hand over a memento to Mr. Dayananda Birader? Dayananda Birader here, sir. Sorry? 19th hole. Shiva? Uma Garu? Memento to Ullas Kamath ji. Ma, please go ahead. Excuse me. Please go ahead. Uma, memento to Sivaram Kuppachi. Sushima, please. And a memento to Dr. Nagahanumaiah. Sushima, Uma. May I request you all to join us in front so that we can take a group photograph. And I also...
We should close for the day. We need to close for the day.
Hello. Tomorrow's program, put it up.
We need to close for the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that we come to a close for today. We meet you tomorrow morning. Lokraj sir? Lokraj ji. Lokraj. Sivaram.
Tomorrow morning we have technical sessions.
Please join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. We start tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The technical sessions start tomorrow. Do you have tomorrow's program? No? Good Lord. Okay. Have the invite, right? Can you just put this up? It has the program for tomorrow. Sorry? No, it's there, no? I mean, all the sessions.
Hello. In continuation, we'd like to inform you that tomorrow technical session starts at 10:30 a.m. First session, the second session at 11:45, and the session will continue. And we have our gala award function at 5:30 p.m. Thank you very much.